Welcome back to another Wartales video. This is an exciting one because I am finally doing a bit of a let's play heading to Harag. So the party that I am taking there for the first official let's play from me in heading to Harag is actually going to be my Spearmen party. A couple of changes they have made to the Harag patch are actually really exciting for this party because they've basically made archers stronger than they were before. I'm going to try to run past this ghost pack because I don't want to fight them at the moment. And the team is ready to go. Now, I do have to check a couple of little things. So I had crafted a whole bunch of armor and stuff for my characters here. And it does look like I can learn the level 5 armors now. So I'm going to get a fair buff in terms of just the party's general survivability. We'll be moving from 49 armor up to a much higher 81 as soon as we get a few materials together. So that is going to be very exciting. The changes that they've made to professions mean that I can hand over my prisoners a little bit more easily. Except the others are not. You're a poacher and yet I can't hand you over. That is very odd. Because they're not an outlaw. Interesting. But because I no longer need to keep them for professions, I am actually going to be kicking them out of the party pretty quickly. That way I don't have to pay food or if they've got any wages or anything with them as well. Sorry, buddy, you're getting kicked out. And Murrel, the hoodlum, who wasn't even doing anything for me, you are getting kicked out as well. Arissa, you're almost a level 3 alchemist, so I guess I will allow you to continue. You can jump and you can be a willpower-based character. Now, where are you standing? There we go. You can keep researching things for me. Thanks, that'd be great. You can go over near the tent and get me some extra valor points per rest. Alrighty, so the party is now a little bit smaller. Cut down on my food costs. I do only have 4 days worth of food, so the party will need to grab some stuff soon. And we're going to be heading to Harag. Okay, so as with most of the videos I've done for this party, I am going to set a couple of particular goals for this video. So we're probably aiming for, I don't know, about an hour and a half kind of video. And I am going to be aiming for as much of the story within Harag as I possibly can. Now, I am notorious at getting sidetracked by side quests and other things going on. I don't want to pay you. I want to give you a border pass. That will save us some money. We're not extremely rich in this party at the moment because we spent so much money. But as I was saying, I am notorious at getting sidetracked on quests. If I was on a stream and people, pointed at something shiny, I guarantee you I would basically just be running to do that shiny thing every time instead of staying on track. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to head into Harag. We're going to try and capture as many, finish as many of the main quests as we can. We're going to see pretty much how we go with that. The main reason that I want to finish as many of the main quests as I can is that there's a little surprise just for a group like mine, archers and spearmen, that will be very fun to get our hands on at the end of the main quest line. So I don't want to give too many spoilers, and hopefully those playing the game aren't spoiling it too much in the chat or on Discord. But there is a great little thing that our party will absolutely love. Now, I'm not going to do Vitruce first before heading to Harag. I'm actually going to leave Vitruce as a kind of extra little thing for us to get done when we're keen. And see, I'm already getting distracted by wanting to do like side quest things. We've got a couple of bears. 4 level 6 bears. Now, this party composition with some spearmen and some archers is going to be a-okay against bears. I am 0% worried about our ability to get rid of these bears. So, once it kicks off, that would be great. Alrighty, we got one bear coming up. I wonder if I could convince him to run into the lightning bolt for me. I reckon we can. Who else we got? Yep, you're a pikeman over there. Nope, don't want anyone too close. Thank you. And our archers are in the back. Little level 3 bowman over the back here with the indomitable one. What level did we get that? Oh, we got that at level 5. That's quite nice. And Calic does have a bow of the brave. Awesome. Alright, let's just move up a touch and we'll see if we can't get a bear stuck in lightning. Oh yes, you're so slow. Let's just do a little bit of a shot. Don't know that I want to waste Valor points on a level 3 character. So lightning strikes are absolutely great. They're a very, very fun little addition to the game, in my opinion. I really like that you can. I wonder if I just push this one back first. That. Not so much for the damage, but more just to give a little bit of additional room for this other bear to run on in. I reckon that'll work for us. We can run over and see. It's much nicer having an archer with some additional movement speed. I don't really know why I'm trying to put too much damage on them, just in case the lightning bolt doesn't get them. Keep our valor points nice and high. I reckon this bear's going to be out of the lightning. But the weather effects are just a really cool little addition to the game. Just giving, that little bit more flexibility, variety in terms of how battles can progress. I'll move my swordsman and my warrior over, but mostly interested in just keeping these bears still for now. Might do the same with him. And our ranger. I want to get our ranger. Oh, this pikeman only had a single attack. That was my bad, my bad. Alright, well, our swordsman and our brute will have to come over and save him. Oh, boom! We did hit both of them. Very nice. Well, we need to get our swordsman and our other dude out of combat here. Let's weaken the bear off. Get some deflection, some leather straps, bit of encouragement. Could get my ranger to take both these guys out, or I can get my little archer to come over this way and knock both of them off. 2 kills at level 3. How's that? Ooh, and we got galvanization as well. We must have a few characters with some nice high willpower. That's right. You don't even have that ability there. Let's get him to attack again. And we're obviously not going to be stronger than a bear, so we're not going to get guaranteed critical hits here against him. Alright. Now, our ranger can do his thing. I've got a pretty good dagger on him at the moment. What have I got? What are we running? A steel sax. Very nice. I think if I was throwing daggers at this bear would have gone down too. But close enough, close enough. So as you can see, this kind of party with a couple of tanks set up, a couple of spearmen is very well set up for a party of bears. Not too worried about burning more valor points here. There's no particular need for me to, you know, kill the bears this turn or anything like that, so we'll stack up a couple and get these guys down soon enough. So I could capture a bear, knock him out. I don't think it's necessary though. Though, maybe it would be fun to have a bear on the team. No, I don't have a Beastmaster, so ain't gonna work too well. Alright, I'm gonna save my Valor points because I've got so many attacks before this bear's gonna get a turn. There we go, nice little bit of stuff. One of the things that I have done with this group is repair materials, actually restore some extra stuff. I did buy from Tiltrin, no, that's not the one that I wanted. I did buy from Tiltrin the Tiltrin Restoration, and also picked up Restoration with a knowledge point as well. So what these ones do is mean that when you use a set of tools, you actually repair additional armor. That is very, very useful. And that's a nice amount of food just sitting in there for me. And I do need to collect some more iron. So if I come across any caves, I will actually venture into the cave. No, I said I wouldn't. I said I'd do the main quest. So that's what I'm going to do. The Bog Thunder. All right, we need 20 mosquito proboscis. I'm probably saying that wrong. All right. Now, speaking to the lady at the border, we actually do have a main quest that we start as soon as we head into Ladurn. And we will head up to that one first, as it's kind of our intro quest. Oh, we've got a giant battle on here. Guards and wolves. So the Fatclaw Cave, that would be the first spot to gather some ore if you were not getting sidetracked and, you know, doing things a little bit more in a more standard manner. We'll take another rest. And you can see me using traps finally. So just putting out a trap, which gives me some carcasses each rest that I do, as well as eating a bunch of the food that is just accumulated. Ooh, I haven't paid their wages. Ooh, I can't pay my wages. Now, that's interesting. Well, we're resting without paying wages. And we lose a bunch of happiness from that. Actually, not too much. I guess if I don't pay them again, that'll be worse. So not paying them doesn't remove the need to pay them. I'm not making much on this, but whatevs. I'll take a loss. Do I have anything else I can sell? Just the poetry book we found. Yeah, so not paying your wages for a turn does actually still, like, you still need to pay them. The wages don't go away magically. And the happiness hit is not great, but I reckon we can get it back up to 15 happiness by the time we actually do the first battle. So we head over to the stone ring. Now, I do have to make sure I'm going the right way. I'm okay with where stuff is in Harag so far, but I still get lost occasionally. I really like the region. All right, Judge. We found him alone. There was dead bodies everywhere, but his clothes speak for themselves. Any stranger from Alazar setting foot in Harag is to be punished by death. I love this dude's forehead tattoo as well. What does this one say? Leave us, mercenaries. We're preparing to hold criminal proceedings. An Alazarian soldier on our territory. We're going to break him out, because that is how, or what we have been asked to do. So, as soon as we get into the region, we can realize that the Alizarian nobles and the Harag trackers have some bad blood between them. And that is the core of this bit of the story. All right, we open our cage. What? Where's he gone? You must capture him. He was around a whole bunch of dismembered bodies. And now we will head down to the main town to seek him out. This is him. He runs off and we can follow. Of course, we're not fast enough to catch him. Well played, Shiro. Well played. At least his muscles hadn't atrophied, I guess, sitting in his cage for such a long period. All right, in we go. Now, he actually sits over here. Not in the clinic. Instead, he is in the market. Love the little tracker village, by the way. It's great. And he's hiding over here. So, make sure you look around the market when you're in there. We're going to put some chains on him, and now I have a choice about where I take him. So I can either bring him back to the stone circle, or I can bring him back to the border crossing. So I think that the guys I want to support in this run are going to be the trackers. Now, I want to support the trackers in this run, mostly just because... do I want more food? Maybe a little bit more food. I want to support the trackers this run, not for any particular reason other than I've got some archers in the group, and I feel like my archers and my spearmen are more of a tracker-based group, whereas if I was running with, I don't know, maybe some more swordsmen and warriors and whatever, then I'd support the Alizarians. Or I had any kind of scholars that I really cared about. All right, we bring him back. We hand him back over to the judge. And we get a bunch of pristine fangs. That'll give us a new recipe and some stuff from the guys here. And that is quest number 1 completed. All right, now what we might go and do just to save us a little bit of time and get all of our quests highlighted on the map is spend some influence and get all of the remaining quests of the Harag region unlocked for us. First, we will rest up. Do I have a chef at the moment? Oh, I do. What level is he as a chef? Ah, maximum. Okay, well, I might see if I can train someone else up as a chef now that it is kind of up for everybody. All right, as a already very proficient companion tinker there, you can cook me up some chicken. I actually had some roast chicken for dinner tonight. It was delicious. I guess theirs is braised, but, you know, same diff. Pay some wages. Ooh, and we did another little bit of research. Do we have anything else we can put in there? No. All right, so one of the really cool things with Ladurn is that there is, or Harag, there is a new tomb available. You cannot access it straight away, so you actually do have to go through the main quest to get there. And ooh, we don't want to go to the town hall. We could talk to them, steal some stuff. But no distractions. That was the mission today. All right, we'll use our influence to grab those 2 locations and see which one we want to go to first. Let's head south to the tomb at the bottom. And let's also start looking at any weapons merchant we see to see whether we can buy some cool stuff. They have got a level 5 sword. What are you carrying? The Iron Ulfbert. This would be an upgrade. Let's buy it. And some heavy armor with 54. That's nothing special, so. Alright, let's sell you off. We do have plenty of white leather as well, so if we need white leather to craft any of the level 5 armors, I should actually probably look at doing some of that sooner rather than later. What do we got? We've got medium and heavy. Guess I haven't crafted any of the light armor. I haven't. Yeah, we might learn that. We're very likely to craft some. Ooh. I'm gonna run away from them just because they're not part of my quest. The Hangman's Tree I'm not gonna visit yet because I don't want to save the guy there before it's time. So over here is one of the secrets that you kind of find out a little bit later. Gotta run, run, run. I don't know if I picked everything up just then. I definitely picked up a sword. And a gem, maybe. Alright, cool. I think I got it all. I was being chased. It got scary. These mosquitoes. Walking dead all around the place. And we head into the Yibble clan. Okay, so this forge is the only forge in Harag. So when you get here, I do highly recommend buying some tools and teaching yourself Harag restoration. So what you'll see when you mouse over things now, a little thing that says, you know, how many armor points you're restoring. So we restore 31 armor points per set of tools, which suits me very nicely. And we now have 46 tools as well. So we are pretty well set up there. Sell the sword. Right, and we have a quest down here. Is it down here or is it a little bit further? Oh no, it's in the tracker camp, that's right. Alright, well let's run away from these mosquitoes again anyway. Now, I do have some rope and some ore. That comes in useful. I think Harag is another region where pitons are amazing to have. Some more side quests over in this little village. Look at how I'm skipping that. And one of the things that I like doing in this region is putting a little piton just to get from the tracker camp back down to the Yibble clan a little bit faster. Alright, he's got a bit of a funny name there. His parents must not have liked him very much. And we will accept your mission to go and do some stuff there. Alright, we got a Ludern hunt as well. We're probably not going to do that one right now, but that's fine. And we can buy some stuff. An impaling steak and a recipe for the tail of the wolf and the hop. How many teeth have we got? 600. We're going to buy that, and we're going to buy that, and not really worried about that. I can't learn them yet because I don't have a Tinker Apprentice anymore. That's fine. Alright, and these guys want me to go and talk to the smugglers that are sitting just outside the Garusa clan. So we shall do just that. We need to rest, which we'll do from inside the tavern. Oh, sorry, inside the town. A little bit safer. Less likely to get attacked. Wonder if you can hear that banging. Someone in an apartment nearby seems to be hitting something, which is an odd thing to be doing this late at night. Each to their own, I guess. Each to their own. Alright, we'll head back up. Am I going the right way? I am going the right way. Fantastic. As I said, I still get a little bit lost heading around Harag. I haven't run the, 50 or 60 games like I've done in Tiltron and other places, so... Alright, let's talk to the smugglers. Aha! Looking for a plague remedy, are we? Don't bother asking anyone else. We're the only ones around here with some. Now, I actually don't have any plague remedies with this group, so I am going to buy 2 of them. That'll do. Definitely need to keep some money, because this party is an expensive group to maintain. Alright. Missing tracker, what do you got for me? I can threaten them or I can persuade them. I've got heaps of influence, so I'm going to persuade. Alright, we did see some bloke getting chased by a tracker, but he wasn't one of ours. The two of them went around the hill behind the Moritagre farm, straight to the cursed village. Dun dun dun. Let us head to the cursed village then. Now, given that we are quite poor, I'm actually just going to sell a bunch of stuff to make some cash so that we can continue our journey without me worrying about sending my troop broke. Let me sell a bunch of that and a bunch of that. You can stay there. I don't need the rest of you. Don't really worry about getting bleeding on me. That's fine. And I'm not really capturing many people, but 14 gold's probably not worth selling them for. Probably don't even need that many tools either. Ah, well, that'll do. Good enough for now. I wonder whether I should just accept a quest as well. I don't know if this counts as getting sidetracked, trying to keep my party paid. We're going to loot the watchtower, which is something we'll need to do to clear out some of the region anyway, so... Oh, look, the champion doesn't have a name in this either. Still a few little bugs slipping in from the release. Okay. I normally put a baton sort of down this little cliff as well because I think it saves a little bit of time. I had one moment while I was running around with another party and it was very zombie movie-esque, I must say. So here's the farm we were looking at. No, I'm not going to buy things. Alright, there's one little side quest that I'll just do quickly here. You've got a group of trackers who are trying to kill a wife who is hiding. The family are just trying to protect her. So she's hiding over behind some crates, and all she needs is a cure for the plague. And boom, she's fine. I love how quickly it works. And so we rescue her. So we're really trying to save as many trackers in this region as we can. They pay us 100 gold, so that helps us without us having to do another little side mission. All right, so as you roam up into this little bit of land, there is quite often this giant horde of zombies that are roaming around there. And this is actually how I like to get down to the cursed village so that I am less likely to be encountering a lot of resistance. So I head up to the heights and we can see the cursed village down here with a whole lot of crocker swine behind it. How interesting. Well, let's head into camp. I need to assign a tinker now that I'm taking these guys out of their normal jobs. And we'll create some batons. Anything else we can create for a bit of knowledge? Ooh, a strategy table. How could I forget to do this? So our strategy table allows attacks of opportunity to deal 10% damage. So pretty much every attack that I have in this group now just went up by another 10%. That was a lovely thing to forget, actually. Nice surprise. Now, where do we want to go? Kind of want to... is that even reaching to the ground? Yes, it is. I wanted to go a little bit further away from these boars. Ooh. I'm very close to needing to rest, so I'm not going to be able to run away from them. Let me rest before I head in there. 80% danger. Is there something nearby I'm not aware of? There we go, down to 10% now. Alright, we'll pay our wages. Eat some rat. Get our rest on. Okay. In we head to the cursed village. And here very interestingly. We need to try to choose some guys with some high willpower. Now, with this group, I did not pick any particularly high willpower characters, and we need 80. 80 willpower. All right, we're going to struggle, I think, unless we add our ponies in, since we've got a couple of very wise ponies, apparently. So what have we added? We've added a ranger, a brute, an archer, a pikeman, and what are we at? 73 out of 80. Let's add another pikeman. And we have a noisy party. Well, we have a noisy party. It is a pretty big group, so I guess that's all we can do. 51 noise. Ouch. As your companions rummage through the room, one of the shelves starts shifting forward slowly. A suitably brawny companion should be able to prop it back up. Our destroyer is likely to be the strongest we have. What do we got? 29, 35, 27. All right. Stantian. Hey, you propped it back up. Well done, buddy. Pick up some stuff. That'll be good for the alchemist. Damage dealt to plague units increased by 20%. That is quite nice. All right, we'll head out of that. I want to explore this whole town. I want to kill a companion stealthily. You've got 38. You're definitely going to be our highest dexterity character. But the plague-ridden find us. Oh. Okay, yeah, no. All right. A battle in the abandoned village. Block the entrances to prevent the plague-ridden from entering the building and swarming you. Use find a way out skill to change the gauge. It's probably charge the gauge and escape the building. All right, so do they reckon I can like stand on these, do they? First of all, let's try to take these characters out. I'll kill him outright. Hopefully not spread a plague cloud everywhere. And because I use my main attack, I can't use vigilance. All right. Oh, our spearman doesn't even have. Oh, he's got spear wall. That'll be fine. Let's use that, and then we'll just try to keep this plague-ridden in place. All right, we're going lots of find a way outs here. I'll keep my group kind of close together. Having brutality is very nice. And we will really focus on trying to get that gauge up as full as we can. So this is where having a party of very willful, very high willpower companions would really help. Okay, so there's more areas to open. It didn't look like I could walk over those spaces. That might just be like what this guy's movement range was. But I really don't know that I could kind of block it off there. All right, let's kill him. Let's see what my movement range is. Yeah, no, see, I can't do it. And I probably shouldn't have used his main attack there. Probably should have used find a way out. Anyway, that's fine. All right, and I'm going to group my characters all in one big pile. Who's up next? Mr. Plague-ridden over here. We're going to find a way out again. Our gauge goes up by a little. Not bad, not bad. And who is up next? Ooh, this guy over here. We are very likely to kill him in one turn. Or not. Bit of poison, bit of poison. Ah, it's because he had brutality on himself for that bit. You can stay still for now. You can run over here and do find a way out for me as well. And I don't think I need to waste a couple of points on barrage. So I think if I came in here with my entire group, I would have the ability to use find a way out quite a lot. So I don't know, this battle may finish sort of faster if I had my entire team here. Do you have two? No, he's only got one attack of opportunity there. Absolutely love this kill animation, by the way. I think it works great. Looks great. All right, and so you see, as more and more enemies appear, I will actually have to be careful to make sure that I am, I guess, getting everything done that I want to get done. So you see, he does 2 attacks. Let's try for that. Hopefully get both of them. 1. What are we at, like 55% now? And you can see this room, it fills up pretty quickly. We're going to go find a way out again here. And I might barrage that as well. Yeah, I was going to say I don't think it's going to kill these guys though, so I'm going to take some hits. Ouch! Oh. Oh, that was a fair hit from this dude. I guess I haven't really given my archer much armor here, but well, almost no armor. Probably my bad more than anything. Let's get rid of a few of them though. Our ranger here has a triple dexterity oil on himself. I have a feeling it's not actually as much as it sounds like it should be. And I probably should have used my guy here. I'm definitely going to have to heal this character after this turn. And can we get lucky on a dagger throw? There we go. Fantastic. Run to safety and get some brutality going. Thank you. We can kill a rat. That's something. All right. Let's first of all get our poison off this ranger. We do not want her to die. We will continue aiming to find a way out. And I think my strategy is going to be run into a corner and hide very soon. I cannot deal with 6 enemies at a time, a turn without some problems. 3 plague ridden here. This guy's going to get stopped. This guy's going to run past it again. Who's going first? Him. You can attack him and that'll be fine. He's engaged, so let's put my tank out the front. He's got a bit of armor. Would have been much smarter had I actually gone and built up some armor first. Oh, that was a nice shot. Thank you for that. Very nice spear. Good job, good job. And number 3. Thanks, Lorhan. 1 health left. Okay, I want to try to give brutality to more of the team here. Yep, alright, you got brutality now. Find a way out. That brutality is nice. It tips the archer over the edge of being able to kill them in one shot, so... And see, I think coming into this area with a less prepared group would definitely not be recommended. This is where, like, I really don't think you'd want to attempt this at all with a level 1 party. So I think Harag is a region that is well designed for parties that are not level 1. Alright, little engagement there, that's fine. We can deal with that. And we're up to about 80% now. And our ranger can come over here and just kill this guy in one go. So I'm not too worried about burning Valor points this fight. I am really hoping not to have too many more fights in this area. I honestly don't think my my bank balance could really afford buying all the remedies that I'd need. Another dude falling in. That was pretty hard to see. I'm kind of lucky that this guy wasn't actually stuck in there. Alright, and we need to get out of dodge this turn. I am really hoping we can hit that marker. Alright, what is the best way to do this? Let's get rid of him. Do some discovery. How far are we going to go? Ooh, see, yeah, that got us all the way up to about 90%. Very nice. And then... we don't have many Valor points, so I'm thinking I'm just going to stop right there. I'm nervous. Oh, look at that little pile. Nice work, Mr. Archer. Thank you, Santian. Definitely one of my MVPs for this fight. We do have some floor collapsing on us here, so we actually have to move, otherwise we're going to be a little bit worse for wear. We've got creepers and plague ridden here, so a bit of both. All right, up to 95. Come on, 95, yes. And we'll just stop that creeper in his tracks. Oh no, 2 plague infected wounds. We're gonna have to go and buy some more things. Such a good animation. Yes. Definitely made the right choice having a lot of spearmen in this party. Alright, now Brute, he's still fine. He's got plenty of armor remaining. But I want to make sure that I am getting some more finding a way outs in. So I think cancel you and do you. Will you get me to 90 to 100? Oh, that's probably like 97.5, isn't it? All right, you're going to move. You're going to get hit by this guy. That's fine. I'm going to target that guy over there. That is not where I expected him to run. I expected him to go towards the spearmen. Oh well, oh well. You already had... does that mean I've got 3? I've got 3 plague infected wounds now. Yeesh. Alright, we're just going to sprint out of combat. We're going to attempt to find a way out and hope like hell this gets us to 100. Oh! So close. So close. We'll just end his turn there, that's fine. Take some poison. And another hit to the armor. So I could disengage. I think we've only got 3 roof falls to happen, so I might as well actually just kill this guy. And I'll get a turn before them on the first round, so this will definitely get me over the line. Okay, so that was that was a fight where I lost quite a lot of armor and health. My companions are about to be overrun, but luckily Lorhan runs around. He finds the exit, and we escape with our lives. Whew. All right, we need some of our raw materials. I'm glad I've got as many as I do. I've got 1 cure for the plague at the moment. I may keep that now, just in case. Let's explore this main building, and we go straight up to 67 noise. I do not think I want to take another fight just yet. Ooh, our pony's leveled up. How nice. Oh, I'm just going to level my ponies up now. Look, I'm going to give them some more willpower so that maybe I can take fewer companions next time. Yep, no, you're getting more willpower, helpful. And Bravissimo, you can have some constitution. You can carry some more things for me, thanks. Alright, so here we are trying to choose between Senua, the tracker, and an Alizarian scholar. We have 2 allies and have to fight some plague-ridden. Alright, bring it on, bring it on. Oh my goodness, we have another one of these. And we have allies who are just going to run to their deaths. At least they might take some hits for me. Okay, this time I'm going to focus on using as many find a way outs as I can. I don't think I've got a captain here. So we're going to reduce our Valor Point usage as much as we can. And we're going to group ourselves up in a little corner. I wonder if these guys are going to survive. I want the tracker to survive. I'm not as worried about the scholar. Alright, you've got an on-kill, you've got an on-kill, you have got an on-engage, which is less useful than I'd like in this instance. And you have a valorous support, so you can come over here as well. Use your find a way out. Thank you. Ooh, they're helping me with find a way out. That is actually kind of cool and surprising. All right, now our archer has pretty much no health, and also can't move very far. So let's just set you up. Use these valor points that we've so carefully curated. Probably could have used her find a way out skill first as well. We're obviously getting some very small buffs. I let that attack happen just because he gets a valor point on an engage. So I'm not too worried there. And we use a couple of points just so we can also do another find the way out. So aiming here to get more of these find a way outs done so that we can get away faster. I think what I want to do is retreat behind this scholar so that everything coming over from the right-hand side gets to run over and, what does this do? 29. Yeah, this will kill the rat. Cool. And basically let the, because of this brutality, it's throwing me off. All right, let's burn some more valor. Why not? Need my find my way outs. And I'm gonna get this scholar to be dying very soon. All right, we got a couple coming in here. I think this might be one instance where 21 to 25. Gonna skip finding the way out just so that my archer doesn't get hit from behind again. Alright, you can find your way out. And you can run over this way as well. And you can actually heal him. No poison, thanks. Thank you, brutality and a critical hit. You have finished next to someone. Great. Find your way out. And let's save that valor point. I like that these guys assist with that. That's cool. It's very unexpected. So that's locking that spearman in, but I also just ran out of movement, so that is where the archer finishes his turn. Alright, so we're up over halfway, or we're about halfway already. That's better than we were doing in the last round. Okay. This guy's going to come under a lot of pressure if he stays where he is. So let's find a way out. Let's run on over. And let's protect our tracker. That's the one with brutality. Let's run on over. Find our way out. And then cover the entire rest of the party. So this is where having an archer or a couple of infantrymen with barrage would be really good. If you just sat in the corner, a couple of spears, couple of archers, you would be quite safe. Also like how they kind of break down some more walls to flood in and surround you. Also, our archer having the ability on kill and getting a kill every single shot does mean that we're going to be nice and flush with valor points from this round as well. Kind of want this Plague Ridden just to pretty much start attacking, so... Oh! No, you're meant to stand back and... Interesting. Oh, it's a creeper. That's why I didn't let off a poison cloud. It is only the Plague Ridden that do the poison clouds. You can run away, find a way out. Why are they attacking me instead of the scholar? How rude. Alright, what's this scholar going to do now? They are going to run an attack. Guess they got sick of helping me find my way out. There's probably going to be 2 more turns, I think, before we can escape, just based on the last time we were here. And how much less... yeah, how much lower your... I'm going to run over here and let's do a find. Based on how much reduced the amount you collect is each turn, I guess. Actually don't want to use the ranger much at all this turn, so you can stand still. Man, I haven't done this and had both of them die before. So I am interested to find out what happens there, but I kind of only want the scholar to die. I think the scholar's in a good position to be killed at the moment. In the nicest possible, you know, way. A way that suits me, that is. Nice work, Senua. Holding your own up there. Good to see, good to see. Scholar's doing a pretty poor job by himself. I guess this is why you learn to fight, not just read in this world of Wartales. We got another pikeman down here. He is not stopping anyone doing anything at the moment. I think I'll get him to stop that guy in the ruins. Ooh, and the scholar survives another turn. Okay, our archer. Just in case they kill the scholar and start coming for me. Also works pretty well for that guy. Alright, so I need to finish my turn with some extra valor points here. We'll just find a way out. We'll be fine. I imagine we can get all the way there this turn. Thank goodness for the archer. I do want this scholar to go down before I find my way out though, so I wonder when all these guys are going. Alright, scholar is down. I can do my escaping now. Come on, Senua. You can survive. Thanks for that dagger throw. Made a world of difference just there. And we escape. Very nicely done. Let's repair some more armor. Senua, you're alive. There are quite a few names that have slipped through this this process. I thought they'd actually captured and fixed most of those up. All right, and this is why we have the baton, just in case something starts chasing us that we don't want from here. And they want us to take Senua... Oh, sorry, they take Senua back to the tracker camp. And you can drop another baton over this side to save yourself a little bit of walking as well. What's our resting opportunity up here like? Nothing coming at us. Just how I like it. And one of those, couple of those, resting up. Now, one thing I'm just noticing, I don't have like a meat drying rack. Oh yeah, there's a few plague-ridden guys. Understood. Alright, my ponies become stronger. Let's keep upgrading willpower. There's not really like much point. I'm not going to make any of them combat ponies. They can just keep on working. I don't want to treat Lorhan. He's one of my pikemen. I care more about him. And we're gonna go off on our adventure. Where do we want to go next? We're heading up north, so what I'll probably do is finish up this next quest, and then we will head into the end of this video, and in the next video I will likely finish off Ladurn. If I can do it in 2 videos, I think I think it's possible. All right, we got 300 bucks. We are going to have to pay some wages very, very soon. Oh, gems were a terrible option to buy. They don't even sell for as much as you buy them for. Well, we need to find a merchant that'll pick them up anyway. Not my smartest buy. See, they sell for 102 and we bought them for like 113. We can at least sell the cloth. Let's sell a couple of our tools. We're repairing a lot now. Sell a few of those and even sell a little bit of white leather. All right, so I definitely need to get onto this whole make myself some armor thing. I made 15 whole gold there. Yep, that was definitely worthwhile. Oh, I can sell plagued leather as well. Don't need any of that. Okay, so I can make myself some light armor. If I have enough leather. Which I can buy. Except there's no blacksmith here, so I can't make that for myself. And I honestly can't really afford to buy some more plague remedies yet. What have we got? 2 days worth of food. Well, we're going to do that watchtower. So I think I need to buy a tiny bit more food. You'd already have some salt. That was 30 gold for about a day's worth of food. That's not too bad. So bread is one of the cheapest foods you can buy, or buying wheat and salt to make some bread in your camp is one of the best ways to go. So heading over this way from the stone circle, you can use a baton to descend. So again, just my method of moving around the world. Little camp down here, hey? I wonder, can I just walk to that, or do I need to climb down to it? Stylish bow, level 12 flaming arrow. Not bad. Don't know that I've grabbed that before. All right, so from this location, we have a bandit camp. And our quest is a little bit further over to the east. We'll take a rest while we're up on a little plateau out of the swamp and the marsh. Let's cook ourselves up some more bread. You'll notice I never really bother cooking the feasts and things like that. I probably should at some point, but I just never get around to it and always forget, so there's not any real method to the madness other than I find food simpler to cook. All right, and I think our quest is actually just back up this way. So we'll totally just ran down the side of that mountain. That was unexpected. We'll come back to that watchtower at a later point. Now, when you get to this town, you'll see it's totally surrounded by these boars, the crocoswine, but you can actually just kind of run around and dodge them. You don't have to kill them all, which is quite nice. And you head to the market to have a chat with this tracker. Oh, another one whose parents didn't like them. And they ask you to help and get rid of the boars that are around the place. Except we need 20 wood. Find some wood so we can warn the other clans. Normally I'm carrying around a bunch of spare wood. We got 10. I don't suppose you got a merchant who's selling wood here, do you? That would be lovely. Alright. Where can we find some wood nearby? Now, I don't have any warriors in my party, so I actually can't run and find a pile of wood either. In the mine? Trying to remember if there's like something you can chop through to get some wood. Fantastic. 12 wood, that'll get us where we need to be. And I can get some ore whilst I'm here to craft myself some better armor. Since this isn't being distracted by side quests, it's actually doing what I need to continue the main quest. See what I did there? Not getting distracted by shiny things at all. All right, now, if I talk to these people and actually don't do this next little bit, which is kind of the side quest of this area, I'm pretty sure we're going to hear some noises and those people will no longer be there. But such is the life of Wartales when you are not doing side quests. Let us run and save the clan. That is our main goal. We don't want them to be overrun by the boars. Have some wood that I just pilfered from your mine. Alright, now this guy over here, he tries to convince you that you should let him go because he's a scholar. And he is the reason that the boars are attacking the town. I am going to accept. I'm gonna let him think that he's going to get out of here. And we need to prepare ourselves for a battle with some crocoswine. Once the beacon is lit, the attack on the town will occur. Alright. 16 level 6 crocoswine. This is going to be a little bit of a challenging battle. We do have 10 Valor points back, which is lovely. Ooh, and we've got some lightning. Yes, I will use that. 16 crocoswine. Alright, so we got 4, 4, 4. And where's the other group of 4? Oh, all the way over here. Alright, well, they've got 109 health each. So, crocoswine are a very interesting animal. When they die, they actually release a cloud of poison little spory things. And it's very, very bad for anyone who gets left inside their little barricade because the stupid little things will just basically sit around you and deal damage every turn. So you don't want to be near them when you kill them. I think I will just kill this guy. And so they release this group of mosquitoes, which I'm going to run away from. So you can use the mosquitoes to hurt the other crocoswine, which is good. 8 versus 16. I mean, look, I think we will win this battle regardless, but one of the cool things... I don't want to run through them. I'm just going to run over here and we'll defend a little bit. Why not? That'll do. I totally lost my train of thought for what I was saying. Alright. Trying to figure out how to keep these things away. My cat's just behind me attacking a little box. Tommy. Hello. Alright, I definitely want to move him away because I don't want these guys to engage him in combat. So let's gather over this side, hey? Don't even really need to be killing everything just yet. So this is a cool little fight where you're aiming to hold out for a certain number of rounds until some reinforcements come along, which is cool. It's a nice little, again, you know, different mechanics that we're seeing that we haven't seen in other fights. I'm going to do that on you just to get rid of bleeding, save some future damage. And let's get our archer on. Probably be better if I get over here and start using galvanized. Nah, I don't want to waste it just yet. The crocus swine move quite slowly, the same as boars, and there's no dominant crocus swine yet, like a dominant sow kind of thing going on. Probably should have tried to get this spearman out of combat. Nah, it'll be fine. So while they're a threat, they're not like not a crazy threat. I don't know. It's all these little mosquito piles that end up building up on the battlefield. And I think one of the crazier things is if you 46, you're doing 30. Yeah, that's probably worthwhile. Means I can wrath him next turn. And so one of the craziest things is when they build up. But you can use things like fire to get rid of the little piles of mosquitoes as well, I think. I saw in one of the patch notes. Alright, there you go. So those mosquitoes spread out and killed 2 crocus swine. Alright, we're up again. We are going to wrath you. We're going to tiptoe around some mosquitoes and hurt you. And then we're going to run back, making sure we are staying out of the lightning. And we'll do that. I think with this archer, can't really run behind these guys. Oh, look, I'll set up an Overwatch. Hit at least a couple of them. Now, these mosquitoes are going to come for me if this crocus swine dies, so I am not actually going to aim to kill that crocus swine. I'm pretty much just going to stand on top of him. He just stood there and did nothing. That's a very odd action for that unit to take. Yeah, let's run you back over this way, draw some more enemies towards us, but also keep us away from some of the mosquitoes. And then we'll pretty much just kind of attack and retreat. Keep our party moving backwards away from the clouds of deadly mosquitoes. I might try to kill this one just so that it brings some other enemies forwards. Oops. Probably should have set up my spear wall there. Oh well. I really need to get this archer some armor. Oops. He does have run though, luckily. I'm not going to go too far. And I'm actually just going to... Those guys. We'll run him away to the safety of the mob. Alright, Mr. Ranger can't really get out. Our Destroyer can't really get out. Let's take that off you. You'll throw a knife. It's probably enough for now. And the Destroyer can stay where he is too. Alright, and our allies arrive. So we got a couple of trackers helping us out here. Got some lightning that wants to hit us in the face. Definitely not going to let it do that. I like my face right where it is. No lightning, thank you very much. Let's keep him back. Let's actually run up. We might... Oops. Sorry. Shoot my own dude. Very polite to my teammates here, aren't I? All these mosquitoes are going to make me kind of want to run down this way as well. Now, we've got 10 units to finish off. Maybe what I should do is just push across as quickly as I can and get this fight won. Alright, let's do it. Let's aim for faster rather than slower. Yep, you go down. You're bleeding, you're near mosquitoes. You've got a pig here. Apparently standing in the mosquito cloud doesn't really help them. And my allies are proving rather unuseful. Okay. First, let's get him down. Oh, you engage, sure. It's another bunch of mosquitoes, and I like sneak past these mosquitoes. I can, great. Don't know if I can sneak past them again. Not quite. A lot of these boars are still a long way away too. Maybe I was a little bit too passive in my initial approach. That was not the button I wanted. That's alright, we'll burn a little bit of valor here. Let's get the archer out of there. I might keep it alive this round, just so that the mosquitoes don't spawn on me. Yes, thank you, Crocoswine. You can go down. Very nice combination there, guys. Little 1-2 punch. Man, those mosquitoes actually move even further than I thought. Oh, my poor spearmen. Alright. Let's get you down. Galvanized will help speed this up a little. And let's just run you into the middle as bait. I need to get a heal on this guy. More bait. And more bait. At least you didn't stop in the lightning. I was half expecting it. Alright, this little archer just needs to run away. You're not going to achieve anything this round, sorry. Lucky I've got first aid. I shouldn't say lucky that I've got first aid on everyone. It is well planned that I have first aid on everyone, but still amazes me just how much damage is done by these little mosquitoes. And this is what I mean about crocoswines being like a challenging but interesting fight. I'm a really big fan of just some of the different ways that mechanics force the fights to change nowadays. All right. Now I'm gonna take you off. I think I'm gonna put you over this side so that you're a bit further away. Going for the ranger. Anyone else and it would have been some valor. All right, and let's get you just finishing next to somebody and doing a shot. All right, lightning goes on. Mosquitoes move in. People in the party don't die yet. Ooh, and we got another ally. Thanks for actually starting near the enemy this round. Okay, we got a couple of turns before. Yeah, under 3 health, eh? Yeah, sure, good enough. I reckon can get them all down this turn. 1. A ranger doing 45. 2. I am going to let him flee. As, I mean, a little bit of experience for killing the last 2, but I think no point in taking it too much further. We do get crocoswine scales, which we can sell at the moment, but I think we're going to see some extra alchemy regents and powders and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Excited to see what happens with higher level alchemy. Repair our armor, use our medicine. We will definitely have to make some more medicine because we have been burning through that. And we saved them. Let's make haste to the market and take part in the feast. Oh, delightful. Look at our lovely feast here. All right, now we are going to report to the scholar. So we're actually going to get some extra cash from this as well. Mwahaha. All right, so we get our crowns, we get our influence. We've saved the Nerprun clan from annihilation. And one of the coolest things is we get to eat a bunch of free food. I love that they had free food in the table. So we're back up to 3 days worth of food here. Sorry, Mr. Scholar, but you are not on the side of the trackers, which means we are against each other in this particular instance. We got some snow iris. I'm not too worried about that. And we'll do a bit of crafting. Let's make all 13 sets of medicine that I can. And she is now a master alchemist. Or a companion alchemist. I do want them to add in the master version as well. I think that'll be nice when it does happen. All right. Well, that gets us a little bit closer to the end of the Laderne region. We got given a new quest that we can I'm gonna sell that bow. Stats aren't too high on it, so I will just get rid of it. I think we're good. I think we're good. And we will continue this journey in the next video as we head to the secluded cottage to continue the main Laderne region quest. That is CAG over and out for the evening. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day wherever you may be.